Okay, so chapter mensuration, you have 6 solids, okay, that can be asked. In this tomorrow's exam, any one shape formula will be asked, so learn the formula as well. The first shape is cuboid. As you can see, we know a cuboid has length, breadth and height. Okay, the formula of lateral surface area, which is also called as LSA, is 2h into L plus B. The formula of total surface area of cuboid is 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. The formula of volume of cuboid is length into breadth into height. Then the second shape which we have is cube. Cube is nothing but a 3D shape of square. So each side of a cube is, let us suppose A, then the lateral surface area of cube is 4 into side square, that is 4 into A square. Total surface area of cube is 6 into A square, and volume of cube is A into A into A, that is A cube. Then we have cone. In cone we have this is my cone, okay. This is called as radius, this is called as height, and this is called as slant height L. So the formula to calculate slant height L is L square is equals to R square plus H square. The formula of LSA or lateral surface area of cone is pi R L. TSA of cone is pi R into R plus L. Volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi R square H. Then cylinder. Cylinder is 3 times of volume of cone. Remember this. That is, here in case of cylinder, see, the formula for volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi R square H. The formula of volume of cylinder is pi R square H. Both are same. Only difference is cone is 1 by 3 times of volume of cylinder. Then we have lateral surface area of cylinder is 2 pi RH. Total surface area of cylinder is 2 pi R into R plus H. Then we have sphere. The radius of sphere is R, okay. The lateral surface area of sphere and the total surface area of sphere both are same, which is equal to 4 pi R square. So in case in exam if it asks find out the area of sphere, means you have only one formula, that is 4 pi R square for sphere. Then volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi R cube. Now what is hemisphere? Hemisphere is half of sphere, as you can see here. So the radius is R only of hemisphere also. So half of sphere means the area will also get divided by 2. So CSA or LSA of hemisphere is 2 pi R square, because 4 by 2 is 2. Then TSA of sphere is 3 pi R square. Why is it 3 pi R square? Because the CSA of hemisphere is 2 pi R square and the area of the base is pi R square. So we have 2 pi R square plus pi R square will give me the total surface area of hemisphere. What is 2 pi R square plus pi R square? 2 plus 1 is 3. So the total surface area of hemisphere is 3 pi R square. That is how you got TSA of hemisphere is 3 pi R square. Then similarly here also volume gets divided. So since you have 4 here, if you divide 4 by 2, you will get 2. So what is the volume of hemisphere we have? 2 by 3 pi R cube. Now, before ending this chapter formulas, I would like to say that LSA is also called as CSA. So in the exam, if it asks CSA, means also it is the same thing, which is called as curved surface area. And what is total surface area? Area along with base is called as total surface area. When only, for example, take the example of cylinder. When only I consider this part, it is called as CSA. Okay. And if suppose I consider both the total shape, that is if I consider both the bases as well as this part, then that is called as TSA. Remember that. So read the question well, and whatever is asked according to that you write in tomorrow's exam. Then you have volume. What is volume? Volume means capacity. Capacity means how much we can fill. That is called as volume. Remember this. Okay. Then this was about 6 shapes of mensuration, which you have. Learn it well. Real numbers. Okay, in real numbers you have types of real numbers. Okay, we know we have first type of real numbers are natural numbers. Natural numbers are the numbers starting from 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. Whole numbers are the numbers starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Integers are the numbers which include 0 as well as positive numbers and negative numbers. Prime numbers are the numbers divisible by 1 and itself. Example 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, etc. Composite numbers are the numbers having more than one factor. Example 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. These all have more than one factor, because 4 can be written as 2 2s are 4. Similarly, 6 can be written as 2 3s are 6. So it is a composite number. Then what are rational numbers? Numbers which can be expressed in p by q form are called as rational numbers. Example 3 by 2. Then irrational numbers are the numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. So these are the type of numbers. Now why am I discussing types of numbers? Because you know that, right? These concepts will be used in your exam paper many times. It will ask questions in which the words composite number will come, or whole number will come, or integer will come, or prime number will come, or rational numbers will come. That is why I am clearing these concepts also. So you also revise all these concepts. Suppose if these words are asked in any question, you can do it very easily and score 80 out of 80 in tomorrow's exam. Okay, God willing. Then what are twin prime numbers? The prime numbers differing by 2 are called as twin prime numbers. That is 17 is also a prime number, 19 is also a prime number when the difference is how much? 19 minus 17 is 2. That is called as twin prime numbers. Okay, and what are co-prime numbers? Two natural numbers having a common prime factor is called as co-prime numbers. Okay, for example, 2 and 3 are co-prime numbers because they have a common factor 1. Okay, 2 can also be written as 2 ones are and 3 can also be written as 3 ones are. So 2 and 3 are co-prime numbers. Okay, then we have in types of decimal expansion, we have terminating decimal expansion and non-terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. Non-terminating decimal expansion is in the form of not of the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. For example, terminating, if I give example, see this example, 875 by 1000 can be written as 0.0875. I don't have any dots here, that is why it is a terminating decimal expansion. That is when the remainder becomes 0, that is called as terminating decimal expansion. Sorry, I am going speed because I have to cover all these chapters. Okay, watch the video till the end. Then we have non-terminating decimal expansion. For example, 1 by 7. If you see, it is 0.14285714 and it goes on. And the numbers are also different here. Okay. These type of numbers are called as non-terminating decimal expansion. Okay. Then we have laws of exponents. Okay. This concept can be used in any sum. Okay. What is the concept? A power m into a power n is a power m plus n. A power m divided by a power n is a power m minus 1. A power m minus n, and the value of a power 0 is 1. Okay. Then you have fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What is fundamental theorem of arithmetic says? Fundamental theorem of arithmetic says that every composite number can be expressed as product of prime numbers. Example 27300 is can be written as multiplication of prime numbers, which is 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 7 into 13. That is your fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay, then you have Euclid's division lemma, which is also called as Euclid's lemma, which is also called as division algorithm. What does that algorithm say? It says that dividend is equals to divisor is equals dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder, that is a is equals to b into q plus r, where what is a and b? A and b are positive integers and the value of remainder lies between 0 and b. Then here the tip I'll give whenever you have to find out HCF of numbers with the help of Euclid's algorithm is the remainder which we get when that becomes 0, then the value of the divisor b will be called as HCF of those numbers. Okay, and division algorithm can be used to find out HCF of 2 or 3 numbers. We already know this. And HCF is also called as GCD, is also called as GCF. Why am I saying this point? Because in exam, instead of telling HCF, it can use the word GCD or GCF also, greatest common factor and greatest common divisor. Then we have logs in real numbers also. Laws of logarithms. Okay, what is the first law we have for logs? We have log x into y to the base a is log x to the base a plus log y to the base a. Log x by y to the base a is log x to the base a minus log y to the base a. Log x power m to the base a is m log x to the base a. Then if log n to the base a is x, then a power x is equals to n. Then log n to the base n is 1 and a power log n to the base a is n. Then these are the various values of logs in case which you should remember. Okay, what are the values which you have here? The value of log 1 is 0. The value of log 0 is not defined. The value of log 2 is 0.3010. Value of log 3 is 0.47. 2 digits if you remember after decimal point, it's enough. Similarly, if you see the value of log 10 is 1 and log of negative numbers is not defined. This you should know. Log of negative numbers is not defined. This is important. Log 10 is 1, log 1 is 0 and log 0 is not defined. These 4 are important which I have encircled. Okay, learn those. Next chapter is quadratic equations. Okay, we know the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. okay, whose solution, the answer for the any quadratic equation will be x is equals to minus b plus minus root d by 2a. What is the value of d here? The value of d is b square minus 4ac, and d is called as discriminant, and it is an important concept. Okay, question can come in exam tomorrow to find out nature of roots. Okay, how to remember the nature of roots? Based on the value of discriminant d. If d is equals to 0, we can say roots are real and equal, and the solution will be equal to x is equals to minus b by 2a and x is equals to minus b by 2a. That is, both the values will be equal, and we know we have two roots. That is why we have two solutions here of x. Then we have, if d is less than 0, the roots do not exist and we don't get any solution. Then if d is greater than 0, we have roots are real and distinct. Distinct means different, and the values will be x is equals to minus b plus root d by 2a and x is equals to minus b minus root d by 2a. Observe the difference. Here we have plus, here we have minus, because both the roots are different. But here the roots are equal, so both are minus and minus. Okay. Then we have similar triangles. Okay. In similar triangles, what is important? We know by basic proportionality theorem, a question can ask, for example, it will give you AD value is D, BD value is 3, it will give you AE value is x, and EC value is 1, and you have to find out the value of x. How to do this? With the help of BPT, which is called as basic proportionality theorem. What does the basic proportionality theorem says? That basic proportionality theorem says that the sides are divided in the same ratio, which means that AD by DB will be equal to AE by EC. Then we have ratio of area of two similar triangles will be equal to square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. That is, if suppose it asks you any square of the side, and if two areas are given in the question and also one side of another triangle is given, that is, suppose DE value is given to you, this is D, right? D value is given to you and two areas are given. If it is asking you to find out AB, then you have to use this concept, that is area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF is AB square by D square, or BC square by EF square, or AC square by DF square. Similarly, if perimeters concept is given, if two perimeters are given, if one side is given, then ratio of perimeters is equals to ratio of their sides only. You don't have square in case of perimeters. That is, perimeter of triangle ABC by perimeter of triangle DEF is AB by DE, that is equals to AC by DF, that is equals to BC by EF. Then we have, if whenever two triangles become similar, okay, you have the ratio of the corresponding sides will be equal. That is, AB by DE will be equal to BC by EF will be equal to AC by DF. How? Either by angle criteria, okay, or you have SAS criteria or SSS criteria. You have three criteria in similar triangles. Then what is converse of BPT? Converse of BPT is opposite of BPT. That is, if the ratio of the sides is equal, then this line DE will be parallel to the third side of the triangle BC. That is called as converse of BPT. This finishes similar triangles concepts, important ones. Then we have trigonometry. Okay, how to remember the values of trigonometric ratios of sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. See, you can remember this tip. Sleeping on holiday, sine theta is equals to opposite side by hypotenuse. Cos theta is equals to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Classes after holiday, CAH. Tan theta is equals to opposite side by adjacent side. This is a bit funny. You can learn this as table on Almira. Then we have secant theta is 1 by cos theta. Cosecant theta is 1 by sine theta, and cot theta is 1 by tan theta. So obviously it is opposite, means you can learn these three and then write these according to these. Okay, then we have trigonometric table, which you need to remember. What is the trigonometric ratio? You can remember for sine, cos and tan, and in your exam paper, if in case trigonometric values are asked, then one time you draw in your paper, at the back of the paper you draw this table, okay, once, and you can see the values. So sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is 1 by 2, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, sine 90 is 1. And remember, cos 0 is opposite of sine 0, that is cos 0 is 1, and cos 90 is 0 because it is opposite of 1. Cos 45 and sine 45 both are 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. And we have, see here, how can you remember this? Sine 30, if sine 30 is 1 by 2, cos 60 is 1 by 2. That is, you can remember like this crisscross, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Similarly, what is tan? Tan 0 is 0. Okay, tan 30 is 1 by root 3, tan 45 is 1, tan 60 is root 3, and tan 90 is infinity. Okay, these three if you remember, you can write for cosecant, secant and cot. Why? Because you already know they are opposite. You can substitute in these formulas and find out the values. Okay, then you have trigonometric quantities also, which you need to remember. Okay, if any question of proof that comes, then you have to use this concept. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1, and cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is 1. How can you remember this? SC, sin square theta plus cos square theta, ST, secant square theta minus tan square theta, CC, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta. Then you have statistics. Okay, in statistics you have ungrouped data. What is ungrouped data? Data which cannot be arranged in the form of rows and columns is called as ungrouped data. So whenever the data is given to you in question in the form of commas, then you have to use these formulas. What is the formula of mean? In lower classes also you studied mean x bar is equals to sum of all observations by number of observations. Then what is the median of ungrouped data? Whenever median of ungrouped data is asked, remember, arrange the data in ascending order, means small to big. And then if number of observations are odd, then median is n plus 1 by 2th observation. Okay, what is n here? Number of observations. And suppose if you're getting the value of n is even, for example, you're getting the value of n is 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. Then what is the formula used? Median will be equal to average of n by 2th terms and n by 2 plus 1th terms. Average means the formula will be n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term whole divided by 2. This is the value of median for even observations. Okay, you have to find out what is the n by 2th value from the data which is given after arranging in ascending order. Find out the value of n by 2 plus 1, add them and divide by 2. You can refer the practice papers and pre-finals. Such questions were asked. Okay, formula was asked and explained there also. Okay, then you have group data. Okay, group data means data which can be arranged in the form of rows and columns, as you can see here. So in direct method you have two concepts which are there in your syllabus for tomorrow. You have direct method and assumed mean method. Okay, step deviation method is deleted. So in direct method, first how many columns are there? 4 columns are there. First column will be given to you class interval, second column will be given to you frequency Fi. You have to find out class mark, which is equal to lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2, and you have to multiply the values of this Fi column and Xi column to get Fi Xi. Find out the total of Fi Xi, find out the total of Fi, substitute in the formula of mean x bar is equals to sigma Fi Xi by sigma Fi. That is direct method. Then what is assumed mean method? So how many columns are there in direct method? 4 columns are there, 1, 2, 3, 4. In assumed mean method you have 5 columns. What are the 5 columns you will have? You will have class interval. Here also you will have frequency Fi. You will have class mark Xi. The fourth column is Di and fifth column will be Fi Di. These two are extra here, Di and Fi Di. So how many columns are there total? 5 columns are there in assumed mean method. And similarly you will find out the value of A. Okay, assumed mean. Where will you find out the value of A assumed mean? From this class mark Xi column, the middle value. And you will substitute in the formula after getting A value. Similarly find out sigma Fi Di, similarly find out sigma Fi, and you will get the answer. Assumed mean x bar is equals to A plus sigma Fi Di by sigma Fi. This is finding out mean by assumed mean method. Okay, sorry I am going in speed because I have to upload the video also for you, alright. Median now. Median of group data formula is median is equals to L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. What is H here? Class size. CF is cumulative frequency of class preceding the median class. F is frequency of median class, and L is lower limit of median class, and N is number of observations. It can ask in 2 marks this question. Okay. Then you have mode, right? Yeah. The formula to find out mode of group data is mode is equals to L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H, where L is called as lower limit of modal class, F1 is called as frequency of modal class, F0 is called as frequency of class preceding the modal class, F2 is called as frequency of class succeeding the modal class, and H is called as class size. So before substituting the formula, how many columns are there in mode? Only 2 columns are there in mode for group data, class interval and frequency Fi. Okay, and you can go through these points also. How to find out the modal class I have written, and how to find out median class in case of median also I have written. Okay, just go through these points, take the screenshot and learn it. Okay. And then you have less than ogive curve in your portion. What is less than ogive curve? When you draw upper limit on x-axis and when you draw cumulative frequency on y-axis, you will get a rising curve which is called as less than ogive. After joining all the points, you will get a rising curve. Okay, that is called as less than ogive curve. Okay, class interval and frequency will be given to you in the question, or class interval and CF will be given to you in the question. Okay, it depends. Already I told you how to find out less than ogive curves. There is a video uploaded on our channel which was asked in practice paper or pre-finals. Okay, you go and check. I think practice paper 1, this question came less than ogive, and also in pre-finals I think. You go and check. Okay. So here we have class interval, frequency and cumulative frequency. If in case in the question class interval and frequency are given, you have to find out the cumulative frequency column and then you have to plot the graph. Okay, because on y-axis we need cumulative frequency values. Okay. For example, see here, I'll tell in brief how to find out CF. First row will be as it is, second row will be 2 plus 4, that is 6. Okay, similarly you have to proceed like this. Then you have applications of trigonometry. Okay, for doing such sums, imagination of the question is required. We already know this. What is angle of elevation? When this is called as horizontal line. Okay, when the angle is above the horizontal, that is called as angle of elevation. This is called as line of sight when we are seeing the object. Okay, and then we have angle of depression. Angle of depression is the angle which is drawn below the horizontal. So if this is a horizontal, then this is my line of sight and this is my angle of depression. Okay. Tangents and secants also I need to tangents and secants to a circle. Okay, what is called as chord? Chord is a line segment which intersects the circle at two fixed points. It can ask you in the exam to draw. So a circle, when it has two line segment drawn on it which joins 2 points, that is called as chord. So here AB is known as chord. Okay, and diameter is the longest chord of a circle. Then we have secant. What is a secant? A line which intersects the circle at two fixed points is called as secant. This is my secant, this is my chord. What is the difference between chord and secant? Chord is a line segment, secant is a line. Then we have point of contact. What is point of contact? The common point of a tangent to a circle is called as point of contact. Then we have tangent. A line which intersects the circle at exactly one point is called as tangent. Okay, this is called as tangent. Okay, it is intersecting the circle at only one point, and the number of tangents drawn to a circle are many, that is infinite, and there is only one tangent at a point on a circle. That is, if you have only one point, then we have only one tangent. These are the points which you need to remember, which are important. Okay, and then you have no tangent can be drawn to a circle from a point lying inside it. That is, if a point is lying inside, you cannot draw a tangent. Tangent is always drawn outside and it touches the circle at one point. Okay, then you have, if a quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle, then we have AB plus CD is equals to AD plus BC. This concept is deleted for you. Okay, then we have two tangents can be drawn to a circle from a point lying inside it. We already know this. From a point lying outside it, this should be outside, not inside. Suppose this P is lying outside, we already know construction sum can come from this concept. Okay, that is, we know this, right? We have to prove two lengths of two tangents are equal. Okay, this concept can come. Okay, here P is called as external point and AB and PB are called as tangents. Then theorem is length of tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. That is, AP is equals to BP. Then we have another theorem. A tangent is always perpendicular to tangent and the center of the circle always lies on the bisector of the angle formed between the two tangents. That is, if this is my tangent and this is my tangent, then this center of circle will lie on the perpendicular bisector, okay, between the two tangents. Then if two concentric circles are there, the chord of the bigger circle that touches the smaller circle is bisected at the point of contact. It means that, suppose if we have two circles, what are concentric circles? Circle in which other circle is drawn, that is called as concentric circles. You have two circles here, right? Smaller circle and bigger circle. Okay, here it is telling that if two concentric circles are there, the chord of the bigger circle, okay, will bisect this. Means that suppose this is P and this is A and this is B, then AP will be equal to BP. That is the meaning of that statement. These theorems can also be asked in objective or it can come in any sum. Okay, That is why I have covered all the points. Okay, hope you have found this video helpful. If you have found this video helpful, then please like, share with your friends, and also subscribe to this channel. Okay, thank you very much for watching. All the best for your exams.